So I've got some good news for you. Basically, I've got full exclusive access to OndsGarden. So I thought, yeah, why not take you along with me? So I think it's time we went outside and had a look at the outside garden of Onds. And yeah, let's put this down and let's go. Garden, and we're looking at the globe artichoke, which is only a little baby, but one day that will cover up the path and it'll be a struggle to get by it. And as we walk down the path, we can feel this rosemary brushing our legs, and the smell from it is absolutely spectacular. Delish. It's also great on your roast potatoes. Up above our heads sits the wisteria, and it's probably due a chop. This looks absolutely stunning at the beginning of the year, but come the end of the year, and we're in late August, it starts to get a bit untidy. So let's just take in these Fatsia vibes. How cool is that? If you've got any plants in your garden and you haven't got one of these, then you're doing something wrong. Everybody needs one of these in their garden. They are amazing plants. Lush green leaves reaching out to grab you as you walk by. It is an easy to look after plant. Just put it in semi-shade or even shade. It's happy. Great thing is it's widely available and easy to buy, and doesn't cost a lot of money either. Good for that jungly vibe. This is a Mahonia plant, and it has these holly-like leaves that are quite spiky, so they can jab you if you're not careful. The new leaves can be bright red, which is quite pretty. Stepping out into the back garden, on the left hand side, there's a beautiful Fatsia polycarpa. Look at these large hand-like leaves just reaching out to give you a high five. Amazing. Not today though, Fatsia, we've got other things to look at. Let's move on. Now this view is actually quite clever for a small garden, which it is. Right down the end there is a yellow bamboo, and your eyes are led all the way down that tiny path to the end, which makes it look a lot bigger than it actually is. And on the ground here, Heuchera green spice. Happens to be one of my favourites. Great plant, especially in the early year when these leaves are bright green. Now this spiky plant is the cordyline australis, and it's nestled in amongst the Leicester above it with the beautiful berries. And when it's quite short like this, it can be a little bit difficult to get by, so you'll have to brace yourself as you move through the undergrowth. Stepping gingerly around the cordyline, we come across a Schefflura Taiwaniana, another beautiful plant with its pinkish stems rising up into the clouds. This is a Rhus Typhina. Whatever you do, keep it in a pot, because if you put it in the ground, it's likely to spread all through your garden. This one's safely contained. Now we're coming up to the biggest leaves in the garden. It's not the Catalpa. It is the Paulownia tomentosaaaaa. Look at the size of these leaves. These are absolutely massive. And you wouldn't believe that all of this is just from the beginning of this year. It also has to be said that this is not finished growing, and it will keep growing till the end of the year. Well, I'll have to chop it down. Otherwise it will grow into a giant beanstalk, and if I climb to the top of it, I'll probably find some treasure. Awesome. But then again, I'd also find a giant, so maybe we won't do that. Let's chop it down at the end of the year. And now for some of the bad news. Unfortunately, I'm told that this was a Nemesia zygomaris, and it didn't make it through the winter. Very sad. Rest in peace. This is the Tetrapanax Rex, or the Chinese rice paper plant. This plant's going to grow to about 4 to 5 metres tall and probably about 3 metres wide. Now come winter time, all these big massive leaves, they're just going to drop off. And you want to keep it kind of protected against the winter frost because it can damage them. If you put a bit of fleece or something over the crown of the plant, then you're going to protect it over winter. Come next year, you'll be so excited when the leaves come back. The Pseudopanax lessonii Sabre. It has these long, leathery leaves with a yellow vein down the centre to a pointy tip. Very nice. Very nice. So I hope you enjoyed that little tour of Ond's garden. And I want to thank Ond for doing that. Pat on the back, Ond. And yeah, hopefully we'll see him again soon. Probably doing a tour of his kitchen garden. So thank you, Ond. All that's left to do is to sup this nice cool glass of cucumber water. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.